Greetings. Happy Monday. How are y'all doing today? What a great day it is to fall apart. Today is a Monday. Monday's the day governed by the moon. I'm the moon mama. I hope you all are doing so fabulous. I hope you had an incredible weekend. And there's some good news. Mercury goes direct tomorrow. Yay, yippee. Thank you to all of you who registered and took the Mercury retrograde class that Kelly Prime and I offered. I know that you guys had an incredible time. And, the thing about these retrogrades is if you honor the energy, if you do what they are meant for us to do, which is have a retrospective experience, have a opportunity to look back at what we have created and what we have been a part of for the last, sort of 88 days, and then take what works and leave the rest, then the retrogrades happen to do better for you. I had a few retrograde faux pas myself. I borrowed a neighbor's car and then his tire was flat. Mercury governs, technology and cars and all that sort of stuff. And so the car broke down. But generally, I don't have a lot of technical issues with Mercury retrograde. I am having issues with how to partner and do business with people and things like that. That's up for me, and that's a very retrograde thing. And we also are still in the last days of the Mars retrograde, which is going to be going direct pretty soon as well too. I think like November 14th. So we are shifting, and I am so grateful for that. And not to mention we have an election tomorrow. I encourage you to sign up for the We Make Love, Not War orgasmic explosion celebration. We are going to have an incredible time to open ourselves up to love and to understanding that we create our realities, that there is no one out there that we can give our authority to or our power. And it's a really tricky thing, because I know for myself, as I come into being sovereign and step more powerfully into my own field, into my own energy center, there are so many things that I have not taken responsibility for that I'm just seeing. So many times I have been in denial or played nice because I didn't really want to have to do all the work, or seen things and not said anything about it because I didn't want to ruffle people's feathers and, things like that. All of those things are about being sovereign. And when we come home to ourselves, we have to take responsibility for absolutely everything. But the beautiful part is that you are made in the image and likeness of God, as am I. And when we take responsibility for everything, there is a divine force that is activated within us that supports us and brings us to the right spaces and meets the right people with the right circumstances. Because within all of this, you are designed for a particular thing. You are designed you're here for a reason. And, when we when we unplug from the Western corporate, industrial machine and plug into our own divine, loving, compassionate, God-centered connection and wisdom, that energy then generates our lives. And so it is a process of disconnecting. But once you get disconnected, the magic kicks in, and it's not as hard as you think it is. I'll say that the hardest part is just getting your mind around letting go and surrendering. But once you get into the space of love and connection and sovereignty, there's so much ease that shows up. And so I encourage you to sign up for the We Make Love, Not War experience. We're going to have an incredible time. A friend and teacher of mine, Nitiyama, is going to be talking about love and passion and pleasure, and how women are the center of the creative experience. Without women, none of this would exist. A friend of mine and girlfriend, Cheryl Bouget, is going to lead us in a orgasmic meditation that's going to be incredible. A girlfriend of mine, Gabriella Zelina, is going to be there doing work around the deity and the archetype of the lover energy. My family member and cousin, Taylor Simone Harvey, who is a singer-songwriter. You can go check her out on YouTube. She's going to be performing. My friend Raheem, he is also a performer and songwriter. He's going to be performing. A beautiful couple by the name of Kurti and Shofar are going to be doing a tantric meditation, and that's going to just blow us apart. My girlfriend Jasiri is going to be doing some body movement and sound and really taking us into ourselves to discover the love that we are. We have that and so much more. And my beautiful sister and the love of my life, Hasina. I just love her. She is so everything to me. She's going to be emceeing this, being the mistress of ceremony. So we're going to have a fabulous, fabulous time. Tomorrow night is going to go from 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time to 9 p.m. So we're going to be there for hours. Be just the way people watch the election for hours and just sit around and count and wonder. We're going to be praying and meditating and dancing and moaning and laughing and having all the pleasure we can that we can generate, because that will open the portal to a new reality, a new dimension within us. So I encourage you to join us. Thank you so much. So today the moon is in Gemini, and today is a moon day. The moon governs Monday, and Monday, like I said, is the day that the moon governs. And the moon, as you all know, is this really, the moon is not a planet. The moon, like they say, it's a satellite, and I don't really know exactly what that means, but what I do know is that the moon it reflects the light of the sun. And so and we are light beings. We are light encased in matter. That's what we are. So when we follow the moon, it allows us to activate the light within us, because the moon reflects the light to our psyches. And today with the moon in Gemini is a great day to, and Gemini governs, and Mercury governs Gemini, and Mercury is retrograde. And so Mercury is in Libra. And so it's a great day to get clear about your perceptions, right? Because it's about perception, your perception and your connection to others. Get clear about your agreements with others, and your agreement with yourself. That's what it comes down to. I know I am personally seeing the parts of myself that have really denied, not used my power, not been responsible with my energy, where I have given it to others, and then they take it and do with it what they will. You know what I mean? And so I'm having to say, wait a minute, this doesn't work. This doesn't feel right. I need this. Can we do it this way? How is this serving me? Like, really think about how you participate. And the best thing you can do, the best example we have is the elections, right? We vote for these people. We give them power. That vote is really power and energy. And then when we give them the power, think about what they do around the world. They have a $80 trillion war machine that they go around the world with the power that we give them, and do all sorts of really damaging things around the world. Think about the people you give power to in your life and how they use that power. Because what happens is you're still responsible for your energy. So if we support the war machine with our voting and giving the power to them, whatever they do, whatever the leaders of this country or the powers that be of this country do around the world, is still our karma. So it's important today to consider how you are in relationship to others. How are you partnering with others? Are you aware of what's actually going on? Just be aware of it. Bring your awareness to it. And when you bring your awareness to something, you can no longer be naive. You can no longer act as if you don't know, and you can no longer sort of function blindly. Then like, oh shit, I voted for them, and they did this. I'm participating, and this is what's happening with this budget or this law or this. What are they doing with children? All of that is a part of our karmic experience. And so we have to reconcile that stuff. We don't get to just act like it doesn't exist. And so pay attention to whether it be relationships with, the political figures in our lives, in our country, or in your home. How are you guys governing your home? How is your community governed? How is your work environment governed? And how are you participating in those relationships, and how are you using your power and the power of others? And get clear about it. See it. See what you have created, so that you can then begin to recreate something else. Mercury goes direct tomorrow. Oh, let's just take that in. Thank you. Mercury goes direct tomorrow and will begin to travel back the way that it has come. So all the things that we've been working with around relationship and our shadows and our obsession and jealousy and envy and sexual shame, all of that stuff is going to come back around for us to then make new decisions and move forward in a new way. And it's beautiful, and it's available, and it's possible. So with that, that is it. I'm going to let it be today. I hope y'all like my crown. I got another crown. I've had this one for a while, actually. And I just am going to start sporting my crowns. And so that is it. All right, you all. I am the Moon Mama. I look forward to seeing you all tomorrow at the We Make Love, Not War event. I'm super excited about opening up our focus to focus on what we do want. It's important that we understand that where we put our focus is where our energy grows. And it grows because you're focused on it. So if you're focused on the fear and the doubt and the worry, that's going to grow because you're focusing on it. Your energy waters it and makes it flourish. And if you're focusing on joy and possibilities and sovereignty and pleasure and open-heartedness, then that will grow, and that will become more of the experience in your life. So be very mindful about how you are using your energy. I am the Moon Mama. I love you. Have a beautiful day. Peace and blessings.